I'm really excited to talk about this. Healthcare is so important in our community.
Very.
One of our absolute top partners to the LGBTQ community. There's no business in LGBTQ plus. There is healthcare partners to our community, and absolutely unaccepted and an accepted fact is AHF.
AHF for sure, all the way.
And what AHF does in our communities around America and really all over the globe is really amazing. Our next guest with us today is Autumn Feldmeier. Yeah. And Autumn is here from AHF. They're one of our principal sponsors, but for a very unique and intentioned reason. Tell us about what's going to happen July 2nd.
Oh my God, so we the people, we're going to have a march July 2nd in Esplanade Park, and we're going to march for our rights, march for women's rights, march for Black rights, march for LGBTQ plus rights. And again, strengthen numbers, show the world that we are here, we are not going down without a fight, and it's time to protest and show what we're mad about, show what we deserve as humans. And that's going to be happening July 2nd. Registration starts at 9 a.m., but the march begins at 11 a.m. promptly.
Autumn, welcome to the Stonewall Parade and Festival here on Wilton
I try to look
High.
my best.
I love it.
Fabulous. So tell us about, first, tell us about AHF and the mission and what you do.
Yeah. So AHF we're kind of the OG. We've been here for 36 years, right? Mm-hmm. We started in California, and now we are in 45 countries, 17 states. And so we not only are we healthcare, we're advocacy, we are protesting, and on July 2nd, we are doing this march right here in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
If you're on Instagram right now, get on WTP March, We the People.
We the People.
These are all of our rights. This is not just gay rights. These are all of our rights,
Exactly.
and we are right here protesting it July 2nd.
You know, Faye, what's interesting to me about AHF's organization of the We the People March on July 2nd is it's not gay. It's not LGBT.
No.
We are just one of the marginalized segments of community that is facing attack. But that includes the majority of Americans, which is women. Mm-hmm. It includes Black community. It includes Latino community. It includes LGBT. It includes faith diversity. All kinds of issues where we're watching these attacks and these desires to marginalize all of us. And it seems to me it's so interesting that AHF would focus its attention on how important this is. How did it develop? How did the idea of having this March July 2nd form?
Well, so our CEO, Michael Weinstein, our co-founder, Michael Weinstein, is a gay man, but he's in the movement, and he's been shaking things up for 36 years. And so this is a women's movement, this is a trans movement, this is a Black movement, this is a movement for all we the people.
Yeah.
We have over 1,000 anti-democratic bills this year.
And it's only June.
It's only June, girl. So we are here, and Michael Weinstein makes it his passion, and this is what he does, and the rest of us in the field, we just follow through.
Yeah, and AHF, literally, I can't think of a single organization in the entire world that has touched more people that have contracted AIDS, HIV, that has spent more time and effort in PrEP, condom, and education to prevent AIDS, HIV, than the AHF Foundation in the entire world.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we have to remember, in Miami, we are the number one, Miami-Dade, number one in the nation, right? We have over 1.5 million people in the U.S. every year being diagnosed. So the fight is not over, right? And we are all being prosecuted, all of us. So we have to step up together and fight this.
Let's make sure that everyone understands what Autumn at AHF just said. South Florida specifically, the reason why this mission is so important is South Florida is the #1 region in America for new transmissions
For new cases.
of HIV/AIDS.
Isn't that crazy? That's mind-boggling.
Unbelievable.
Well, it's oftentimes, now we're leading with women of color. And these are communities, I mean, I'm a cisgender woman, right? First time I got tested, I went to the gay clinic, right? in San Francisco. And so now our communities have to bond together, and the rights that gay men have gotten as far as sexual health and HIV prevention, women need to jump on.
Yes.
It's all of us together. No one is left behind. This is all of our fight.
Yeah. You know, another thing that we've got to talk about with the AHF, I know this is near and dear to Faye's heart, is the Florida AIDS Walk.
Yes.
And AHF puts on the Florida AIDS Walk. They do AIDS walks like this in other places in the nation. But the biggest is right here in South Florida, in Fort Lauderdale. It's held in March, I believe. Yes, in March, out at Fort Lauderdale Beach. It provides services and support, donation matching. So the genius of the AHF platform is to recognize LGBT organizations or LGBT affirming nonprofits for them to raise money for the AIDS Walk, and then AHF matches it dollar for dollar.
Absolutely.
This year's March, tell everybody what the final number was. And do you remember?
I don't know, but what I do know is of all those funds, 96 cents of every dollar goes back into the community.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, I caught you by surprise, but they raised $2.2 million.
That's amazing.
For organizations like
That's
Safe
amazing.
Schools, South Florida.
Yes.
And the Black Afro Pride organization, and SunServe.
And SunServe, yes.
And SAVE, and Equality Florida. They touch the Aqua Foundation for women.
Yep.
And the Women's Foundation. AHF is a vital lifeline link for so many organizations here in South Florida through the AIDS Walk.
You know, you folks are the reason why many folks live and thrive with HIV/AIDS
Very
right now because of AHF, you know, and there's a huge stigma in the Black and brown community when it comes to healthcare, and you know we've got to explain to LGBTQ folks out there that AHF has people that are trained, that know the LGBTQ plus experience, that know what questions to ask you medically. You know, we're constantly afraid to go to our PCP and not tell them all the information, you know? That doesn't happen at AHF. So we have to say thank you for that, because those folks are thriving and living because of the care that you and your staff give to thousands of LGBTQ plus people here every day, Autumn.
It's great.
Incredible.
No, it's great to be part of a movement, and Florida is ground zero, right? What we do in Florida resonates across the country. What we do at AHF resonates across the world.
Yeah.
And we're glad to be partnered with people like Equality Florida, with PRISM, Bands Off Our Bodies, to say, look, we're all fighting together. Let's band together. And that's what We the People is really about. We're all in this together.
It's important, Autumn, that Faye and I are big name droppers.
Oh.
So when you say PRISM, it would be criminal if we didn't say Max Fenning.
Max Fenning, yes,
Max
we love
Fenning
Max.
is an anchor at Queer News Tonight and a host at It's Happening Out with Faye and I.
And he just turned 21. Happy
Just
birthday,
turned
Maxie.
21. And
So did I. by
Yeah,
the
me
way.
too.
I noticed
This
that. It
this
was like,
breast
how
just
did you
turned
get-
21.
How did you get? Your joke was better than mine, so I'll stop. Autumn, big plans ahead. Anything you want to share about AHF? Any final thoughts about your mission?
Well, I just want to say that wherever, look, let's be real, wherever you get your prescriptions, you go to CVS, Walgreens, what are you financing? We have to be smart. Where is your money going? If you're on PrEP, if you're on antiretrovirals, if you go to AHF, you are never turned away. We have Plan B for free. You walk into any AHF pharmacy and get Plan B for free.
That's incredible.
Okay, think about where your money's going. If you're getting your prescriptions filled at a regular pharmacy, what are you doing for your community? Our dollars make money and they make sense.
Wow, that is as
Yes.
good a summary as I've ever heard for AHF.
I'm in
Because
sales.
at the end of the day, no disrespect to any private provider, but 96 cents of every dollar goes back into the community. The Florida AIDS Walk is proof of it. Having events like the National March, We the People National March on July 2nd is proof of it. Your money through prescription, etc.,
Exactly.
helps support those kind of programs,
Yeah.
which is what AHF is completely designed to do.
And we're fun.
And we're
And
fun.
we're fun. And beautiful.
And they're fun.
Beautiful.
And beautiful.
Not a day over 21.
Yeah. All right. It's a good thing we don't have a lie detector here.
Stop
For
it.
Faye.
Stop
For
it.
Faye.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Autumn Feldmeier from AHF. Don't miss it. July 2nd, the We the People National March. Tell us one more time.
So it's
where and
WTF
times.
March, right?
WTP March.
WTP
on Instagram.
March on Instagram. You go
Yes.
there and you go into the link and you can register right there. And 9 a.m. July 2nd, we'll all be ready. We'll be with you July 2nd for
We'll
sure.
be there.
I will see you then.
Yeah, awesome. And Autumn, thank you for being with
Thank
us
you, Autumn.
here at the Stonewall Parade and Festival.
Yay!
Stay dry, everyone.
Thank
Yes,
you.
we'll try our best. And you know, Al, people are constantly asking us like what we can do, right? We're always having to deliver the bad news on Queer News Tonight, right? All these anti-LGBTQ plus, things going towards us. And this is what you can do: is show up July 2nd, right? Show that we're fearless. Show that we're going to stand up to the man. And do our thing. That's what you can do. That's where you need to be July 2nd, Esplanade Park.
That's exactly right. We the People March. Don't miss it, July 2nd. We need this gigantic turnout to say we're not going to accept what presidential candidate Governor XYZ
Ugh.
is doing to our community. We're not going to accept it.
Yes.